Johnny Dumbbell, what's good, fam?
Oh, not too much, man. I had a little project the last couple of days. I actually put together not one, but two pain in the ass wooden Adirondack chairs. I did not get them from IKEA, but they came in the kind of pieces that they might as well have. But I got to tell you, my inner caveman took over, and, plus I know how to read directions. So it took me like 40 minutes for the first one, like 25 minutes for the second one. So this is why I tell you, young men, learn to work with your hands. Learn to work on a car. Like Billy Gardell said, no one ever got laid in the back of an iPhone.
That's funny. Give me 1 second here, Johnny. I'm getting our phone lines pulled up.
So while he's doing that, hey, big news out here.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to go ahead and while he's doing that, hey, big news here in Pittsburgh. Riverhounds. I'm wearing the jersey tonight. I'm excited. We just signed a new striker, Chase Boone, coming from Monterey FC. This guy's going to light up our scoreboard and hopefully put some more points on the board, get a couple more wins, and give us a little bit of playoff spot. So let's go, Hounds.
All right, Johnny. So you're rocking some Riverhounds tonight. Man, I'm showing off some swag myself. We always talk to these young men about doing things for themselves, putting positive energy into themselves. Like, when I hear a young man wants to take a woman he doesn't even know out to an expensive restaurant, my first question for him is, have you ever taken yourself to an expensive restaurant? So with that spirit in mind, I do a lot of things for myself. So check this out, man. I had some custom Air Force Ones made. I needed some crime scene ones, and these things.
These are criminal guys.
Amazing. And I had her make me the hat too to match. And bro, I doubled down. I had some crime scene shades made too, dog. I'm gonna be stepping hard this Halloween.
Yeah, baby.
Me, I just love me. So Johnny, it's Bumble tonight, huh?
It is one of my favorite nights. Mainly because we're not really racking our brains so much to answer the tough questions, although we are going to answer some questions that haven't yet been asked, guys. And one of those questions is, should you swipe left or should you swipe right? We're going to show you a few of the things that you want to look for. We'll show you a few of the things you're going to want to avoid.
Absolutely, buddy. All right, now just a second. And I already previewed our first profile for the evening. Now, for those of you that are new to our show, Johnny and I have to jump back and forth between each profile. Now, Bumble, these are public dating profiles, and we do the show live. But some of the platforms that we broadcast on have certain community guidelines that Johnny and I are very respectful of. So we're not going to share some profiles, and that's basically because some of these women don't block out images of their children, and some of these channels do not like it when you share images of children, and that's understandably so.
That is understandable, yes.
Johnny and I, we don't like it when women show off their kids. We respect the fact that they're a single mom, but you need to understand, I'm a single dad, and protecting my children, their identity, their privacy, that's one of my utmost concerns. So while I can respect the fact that these ladies are being upfront and honest and letting us know that they have demands on their time and other responsibilities, what I don't need to see are pictures of their kids in their dating profile. And nephews, let me tell you why. Because you're not dating their kids. You're dating that woman. You shouldn't even meet her children for several months. I'm talking like half a year. This woman should be consistent in your life before you even consider meeting her children that she has with another man, by the way. So
yeah, I think that a lot of young men fall victim to that whole, well, we're a package deal. And, you either are on the beta side of it where you say, oh, that's true, this poor girl isn't being taken care of. Or you're on the other side of it saying, yeah, no, you're not. And that's kind of where we want you to be. We want you to understand that, like Bill said, that child should not only not be your concern, you shouldn't even know what that kid looks like outside of photos for the first, 12 to maybe even 18 months.
Yeah.
And that's and here's the thing. That's after you have vetted her. And if she is any kind of a parent, she has also hopefully vetted you.
Correct. So we preview each and every one of the profiles. We'll be jumping back and forth between Bumble and just a screen with your uncles here. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat. You can call in. Our phone lines are open. We will answer any of your questions about the dating profiles or just anything you guys need a little bit of game on. Hey, we're your favorite uncles, and we're here for you every Monday and Thursday. And it doesn't matter if we're answering questions or breaking down profiles. We got you, nephews.
That's right. And don't you forget it. And by the way, if you make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, it won't matter if you did forget, because you'll get a reminder when we post new content that you're going to want to see.
And nephews, another thing. I need you guys to go to Johnny Dumbbell's channel. The link is in the bio, and subscribe to my man here. I'm trying to get him up over 100 subs by the end of August. And Johnny's going to do great things on YouTube. So
yeah, it's I just need
ground floor, and you won't be sorry.
No, I just need more Yins guys to watching that.
Why don't you take a second and plug your other channel while I'm getting the sharing up the screens?
So my other channel is my Johnny Dumbbell Fitness. It's that simple. It's all one word, obviously, at Johnny Dumbbell Fitness. I share a lot of things. I share workouts with you. I share specific nuances and techniques. I even share a little bit of advice that I wish I would have heard when I was the age a lot of you young men who are watching my channel happen to be. You'll see I have a series going on right now called Things I Would Tell My Younger Self If I Could. And that's kind of things that, granted, it's too late for me to have done those things in my 20s, but if you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, or if you're just at that point in your journey, you could be my age or older. But if you're just at that point in your journey, make sure that you're paying attention to some of these things that, frankly, I never thought of until I was older. So I don't expect you to either. I just want you to listen.
Thank you, Johnny. Hey, nephews, I'm going to give you a little piece of advice. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is today. So get a little motivated and do some stuff with your life, nephews. All right.
Please.
Tonight, it's about the ladies. Now, Johnny, can you see Vanessa here?
I surely can. Nice pair of legs on there. I got to tell you, I'm impressed. As a trainer, I got to tell you, not only do I think she has attractive looking legs, I think she looks like she keeps them in shape. And I think that's great.
Well, she's 40 and she's a legal
especially
assistant.
At 40.
And I got to tell you, outside of nurses, I do like some legal assistants. They can be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
All right, we got a bio here. Imagine that.
Oh my God.
Is taking enough time to fill out the profile. Now,
I think that's experience talking as well. I think that, no matter how great she looks, she knows she's going to have to provide something along with that. And hey, I think no matter what your age is, that's how it should be.
Absolutely. It says here about Vanessa, 40 years old, recently divorced, 3 kids, 2016, 13. Super busy sports mom looking for total honesty.
Bless that bitch.
No BS, no time for it. Not sure what I'm looking for, to be honest. Hiking, beach, wineries, traveling, crafting, down for an adventure.
Not the cow.
Well, now you know what she's looking for.
What? No, no. John, let me break this down for you guys. She's being honest here.
Sure.
She's not sure what she's looking for. And that's because she doesn't know what she's looking for, because she's probably never met a real man before in her life. So when she finds one for the first time, she's gonna know it, that's what she was looking for her entire life. Now, this other stuff, this fluff we like to call hiking, beach, wineries, traveling, crafting, down for an adventure, that's for all you adult males out there. That doesn't apply to men like Johnny Dumbbell and myself. We're the not sure what I'm looking for part. Because then, okay, Johnny, and tell the nephews, like, women will write their own cheat code for their own algorithm when it comes to the men that they're attracted to.
Well, and see, Uncle Bill, the thing that I find interesting is that she doesn't know what she's looking for, but she knows what she wants to do with you. So now here's the thing. So we're in a situation here where you can take her hiking to the beach, to the wineries, to all the expensive things that she wants to do, and she can still say, "Hey, I don't know what I'm looking for." And this is the kind of thing. And look, that could be a possibility. And please tell me that's impossible, because it's not. The fact of the matter is, I'm not saying that's what we're looking for. I'm just saying that might be something. If you do match with this girl and you go on a couple of dates with her, that'd be something to kind of keep an eye on. I would say pay attention to her body language, pay attention to the things she says. But I'm not out here saying that, oh no, she's out here trying to get you to take her place. No, I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying that if you don't know what you're looking for, how do you know what you want to do on a date?
Because, Johnny, okay. I get this. She's speaking my language. She's not sure what she's looking for, to be honest. That's because she doesn't know how to describe me. She's never met me before. So, see that me pill back there, Johnny? I take one of those every single day. Okay. Me. Not sure what I'm looking for, to be honest. She's looking for me. This hiking, beach, wineries, travel, crafting are things outside of me. That's where one of you have to take her. See, there needs to be,
and I guess that's where I'm going with that.
There has to be extra incentive for her to date one of you, because you're not me. I'm him. Okay. You guys following along with me here? When you're the guy, none of this extra stuff matters. I don't got to go hiking with her. I don't got to go to the beach. We're not going to wineries. We're not traveling or doing whatever crafting is. We're not doing none of that. We're doing one of the 4 dates that I plan, or we're not doing anything at all. So the hiking, beach, wineries, travel, crafting does not apply to me. Not so sure what I'm looking for, though, to be honest. That's me all day. Because, gentlemen, this is why we tell you to be your authentic, genuine self, to be unique, because you're not like everyone else. This woman has never met anyone like me before. And when she does, now she'll know what she's looking for.
And here's the thing. She's giving one statement for each kind of guy out there. She's saying, not sure what I'm looking for, to be honest. Which to me says, if she's genuine, she is looking for someone who can lead. For those of you who can't lead, she's listed some suggestions.
It's funny. Great. I could not have said that better myself.
You saw his head starting to shake, though. He didn't know what I was going to say.
All right. Well, it says my favorite quality in a person is honesty/loyalty. Now,
again, company line, but yeah, I'm with you.
I can get behind the honesty. Johnny, we're always telling the nephews to be open, honest, and upfront with these women, that not to lie to women. Hell, nephews, don't lie to anybody. And let me tell you why. You owe yourself the truth. You shouldn't have to lie to anyone about anything. That's what us men do. We tell the truth, especially to women, and that goes twice over when it's stuff they don't want to hear.
And listen, when I tell you guys that we used to be screw ups, I don't know about Uncle Bill here, but I was that guy when I was younger. And I think a lot of us were, and we found out, at least we should be finding out sooner or later, that ain't it, man.
Okay, let's see what else we got here. And you know what? I'll say this again, nephews. I say this all the time. Loyalty is earned. You can't look for loyalty, because loyalty is earned through consistency. And if you're not giving me consistency, why would I ever be loyal? So I don't know. I'm not loyal to someone right off the rip. They got to earn it. So, all right. It says my dream is to own Airbnbs all over and travel the world. Yeah, I don't even know what button to hit for that one. I mean,
look, that's a great ambition if that's something you're passionate about. I do know some Airbnb owners, and I got to tell you, some of them tell me it's worse than being a landlord. So, I mean, I guess it depends on what your preference is and what you want to do, but those are lovely.
Okay, well, basically, it sounds like she wants a passive income and doesn't have to do much for it.
You don't say.
Yeah, imagine that.
But I mean, in that particular case, as long as she's taking care of her end of the business, I don't see anything wrong with that. But yeah, I mean, I think that does, and not that it's a bad thing necessarily, but it does kind of give us a glimpse into her personality.
Okay, well, you know what else just gave me a glimpse into her personality? All the skin she's shown in this profile. She led with the legs. There's cleavage here. Now, on one hand, I can appreciate a woman who takes care of her body, who is comfortable enough with herself to show it off. On the other, I've been around enough women who need that attention for validation to give me little pause here, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, at this point, if she's out there looking for a man to swipe right that she can match with, I mean, I can't say that it's a terrible thing to be showing off the goods to make sure that it's something that you actually want, but at the same time, I mean, the good news is she put a bio in there. So I mean, we're seeing the triple we're seeing the triple threat, boobs and bio, and I think that I think it's good that she did that, but at the same time, yeah, I'm curious as to I don't know. I mean, a lot of the time when you see that many skin shots like that, you don't get the kind of bio that she put in there. Now, granted, like you said, the hiking, camping, that's either the company line or it's a suggestion to guys who can't lead. But at the same time, yeah, I'm kind of torn on to what her motives are on this one. But if it was me, I'm going to go ahead and say swipe right just out of curiosity.
All right. Well, nephews, Johnny Dumbbell is very goal oriented, and he sets goals for me. One of the goals he sets for me is that I find 3 women every week to swipe right on. So we're going to go ahead and pick Vanessa here. Now, just because I'm swiping right on her doesn't mean I'm going to go out with her. That means we're going to have a conversation about it. Now, here's the thing, Johnny. Before I jumped on, I seen that I had a couple likes here. And if I match with any of these women, we're going to go ahead and start talking to them live and show the nephews how to get at them live.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think the good opening line would be something to show. And remember, guys, we're not going to teach you any magic words that there are to say to these ladies or anything like that. There's no such thing. It's never about what you say that strikes a chord with her. It's how you present what you have to say that strikes the chord with her. And Bill has his own method to his own madness when he does this. So he might not be typing when he sends that message. He might be doing what?
Audio messages. Well, here's the thing. It's almost situational, but it's not, because you never change. You are consistent. You are your authentic, genuine self, no matter who you go, no matter who you meet. Okay. You don't change up your approach from one woman to another. Your approach is always you. So it's funny you say there's no magic words, because I had somebody ask me recently what I said to pull my last chick. He saw me out with a chick like a week or 2 ago. He's like, damn, what'd you say to get her? I said, homie, it's the easiest thing in the world. Hello, my name's William. It's nice to meet you. And that's just it, gentlemen. When you introduce yourself, there's a certain way you got to go about it. Okay. There's a certain way you need to approach women in the situation. You need to have a certain mindset before you do that. I know a lot of you guys are afraid to go up and talk to women. Now, that's good if the woman is at her job or at the gym, because you should never mess with women who are at their place of employment or who are trying to work out. You're bothering them. Yeah. Other than that, they're fair game. Go talk to them. Doesn't matter if they have a boyfriend. Doesn't matter if they're wearing a ring. If they're not into you, they will shut that down faster than you can even spark up a conversation.
And here's the thing. They might give you a shitty attitude when they do it. They might have some kind of an insult. You let that roll off your back. Forget it. You're moving on anyway. Who cares? The thing of it is there are ladies out there who like to see how how hard they can drop you when they drop you by saying no. Don't worry about that. The fact is, she's not interested, and that is the second best answer you can get. Move on.
That's right.
We all know no means no, but we also know that no means go.
Now, Johnny, I like to go for 2 no's. Okay.
Hey, whatever works for you, but I feel like it's important to read the language, read the body language, read what's behind. Even if it's the first no, you can really see by the body language. Hey, get out of there. If you see,
you're right, absolutely. Yeah. If it's well, okay. If it's the whole, well, I don't know. Well, I mean, that's probably no, but not necessarily. if we're being playful, if we're having some
Right.
fun, and I get a no, I'll keep pressing and get a second no. And that's because I have ran into situations personally myself, nephews, I'm speaking from experience here, where women go out into the world who are not married and they wear a wedding ring just so guys don't talk to them. That doesn't mean that they don't want to talk to guys. That means that they don't want your average person bothering them while they're going about their day. Now, there's nothing average about me. I've also had some instances, Johnny, where women really want to see how much game you have. And they'll tell you no just to see if you're going to take your ball and go home or if you're going to keep playing and go harder. So I have had both of those situations happen to me. So if she's being playful, if I'm getting certain indicators of interest from her, if she's keeping eye contact a little too long, if she's touching me during the conversation, then I'm going to go for a second no.
But then chances are, if that's all happening, you probably didn't get the first no anyway. So, but I mean, the point is, though, is I mean, yeah, like I say, if I hear no, if I see that if I see the body language, now I'm not wasting my time. The problem is that I learned this both in dating and sales. If there's something you have to convince somebody at length to do, there's a pretty good chance of buyer's remorse later because, you know, they're already thinking about it in front of you. They're sure as hell going to be thinking about it after the interaction is over. And that's why when you work in sales, that person says, well, let me think about it and I'll be back. You're probably never seeing that person again. You're probably not making that sale. Make sure you call your leads and get the next one. And it's the same thing in the dating world. You know, if somebody's telling you, oh, I'm not sure, I'll give me a call next week. That is the worst answer, not no. That is the answer that would make a less experienced man waste his time. It might even make a less experienced man waste his money. And that's the thing we got to look out for. I love yes, but I also like no a lot.
All right, Johnny, we got another profile here. Let's
almost forgot.
Sabrina. We got Sabrina. She's 45. I have two amazing young adult kids. Now it's my turn.
Middle-aged witch.
I'm learning, exploring, and seeing where a little spark might lead.
Bless that bitch.
Okay, nephews, this is someone who's looking for a casual encounter. The language, my turn to play, exploring, and little spark might lead. Yeah. This is definitely a casual encounter type woman.
But if you and it's like I told, yeah.
She's probably had responsibilities for 2 decades, and now that her kids are grown, it's time for her. We see this quite often. This also happens with women that have that empty nest syndrome when their kids go off to college.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, now it's my turn to play. I like that. That just made her a little more interesting in my book.
Yeah, I like the way she words that.
We're not getting the company line. No hookups.
No, this definitely
fits.
Yeah, I feel like if she was making a point of that. Now, here's the thing, guys.
Swipe left if you ever think about sex.
This is not the low. This is not the low hanging fruit that you might think, though, guys. You still got to kind of go in this with your A game, because it's like I told you earlier in a video that I posted, by the way, right before we went live. Right before we went live, I posted this video, and the biggest advice that I want you to get out of that video is that if you don't have self-confidence, you will turn her spark into a flicker real quick.
Okay, well, she did take the time to do a bio. Next question here says, my simple pleasures are early morning walks. And that's it. Mm-hmm. We got some headshots.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's Johnny, I think I'm gonna pass.
And by the way, the thing of it is, young men, even if we come across a profile and it's a girl that we're not attracted to, or you know, you could tell right away it's not somebody we would normally swipe left on, we are still going to analyze the profile. We still want men who are attracted to all types of ladies, we want you to understand that there is still a way to approach no matter whose profile you are looking at.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one, but if I did want to get at her, it's gonna be drinks at a bar.
Yeah.
She drinks socially, her kids are adults, she wants to play. Yeah, I would meet her. I would tell her exactly where and exactly when to meet me for a drink. And she's interested in you nephews, that woman will be there and happy to do it.
Yep.
All right, let's pass on Sabrina here. There's look, and no knock on her. She just really didn't fill out enough of this profile to make me want to spend some time with her. Gentlemen, your time is the most valuable resource you have, not your money. I know you work really hard for that, okay? But your time is your most valuable resource. And you don't want to waste it, especially with women. So, yeah, I'm just going to pass on this one.
Yeah, I mean, no matter how wealthy you are, you still only get 24 hours a day. That's all you got.
Just a second, Johnny.
Gotcha, man. Got it.
All right. Next up, we got Tavia. See Tavia on screen?
I do.
Okay. I like it when women wear black. In fact, I will often instruct women to wear the black. Because sometimes, okay, like if I get a woman that's like really into me, like high level of interest, it's almost like she wants me to tell her what to wear or what color to wear or give her some sort of indication of what I want to see her in. So
Well, Uncle Bill, I think that's definitely a woman's instinctive desire to want to be led.
I was just gonna say lead. Always be leading, nephews. Always be leading. Lead her.
Yep.
All right. Now, unfortunately, there's no bio here.
Boo.
All right. I do see she's 5 foot, and Johnny, I do like petite women. Like
yep.
5 foot, 5'3". That's a good height for me. It's not that I won't date a woman that's 5'7", 5'8", or even 5'10". Hell, I'm 6 foot, so it's whatever.
Yep. I am too if I wear my shoes.
I'm 6'1" in Air Force Ones, so she's 5'10", and she's got heels on. She still got to look up to kiss me.
There you go.
All right, says she's looking for something casual. I like that. My personal hell is the grocery store. Nephews.
I mean, if it's about standing in line, that's one thing, but
I'm out, nephews. All right, and let me tell you why. I'm gonna give you some good game here. First date, one of the 4 things Johnny and I always tell you to do. Second date should be cooking at her crib or my crib. And this is so we get some intimate alone time. It can be very playful in the kitchen, especially if you know what you're doing. You can have a lot of fun at her crib or your crib. Now, to do that, you got to go on something called a field trip. Shout out to Steve the Dean at themanmindset.com. Steve teaches you guys to take these women on field trips. That means taking them to a grocery store and picking out the food that you want them to cook for you. Always be leading. Give them instructions. So you're taking them to the store. Now, so the fact that her personal hell is the grocery store, like she's not even going to get past the second date with me. So this is an indication that I may be wasting my time, even if she is attractive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a man who likes his food. And I mean, I see. I like going to the grocery store. I like picking out what I get. Especially when you have a methodology to it. I mean, there are a few things you get from middle aisles, but look, 75% of your groceries should come from the perimeter walls. That's where the coolers are. which means that's where the perishable one ingredient foods are, which are the best thing for you. Please miss me with the whole, what, eating healthy is too expensive. Are you kidding me? They're literally trying to throw celery and broccoli at you, especially this time of year on your way out the store. I'm surprised they don't give it away at the door.
All right. Well, let's see what else we got here. When my
Among
phone
other
dies,
things, of course.
if my work phone dies, I won't charge it on purpose. It's like a tiny bit of freedom. My favorite way to do nothing is plan to do it. I am a planner.
So
Last
two
that
things.
bit.
Two things I kind of like. Number one, I like the fact that if what she's saying is true, she's not a slave to her electronic device. Now planning to do it, she likes to plan. That's fantastic. Does she like to plan with you, or does she like to plan for you? That's what you got to be wondering. Does she want to plan because she wants you to do what she wants to do? She wants to lead you, or does she like that you plan things, and does she like to be in on those plans by giving feedback and whatever else happens to be that, may add to the fun of whatever it is you're planning to do? Almost lost my train of thought there for a second. Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if I'm curious as to whether or not she's leading, or whether she is wanting you to, lead with her helping you lead, I guess.
Well,
I mean, because that's a very general statement,
I'm a little on the fence about this one. There is no bio, but she is looking for something casual. She is cute. I don't know that I'm looking for something casual, Johnny. And that's because I get so much stuff casually thrown at me that I don't need to look for something casual. I pass on way more than I take down, nephews.
Try being a personal trainer in Pittsburgh.
That being said, I'm looking for some divine feminine energy. I really am. And I don't know if I'm getting that here. How old is she?
She'll never tell.
39.
Okay.
Oh no, Johnny, what do you think? I don't think there's enough in the profile to make me want to go spend an hour with her.
I don't think there's anything that makes us, there's nothing that screams swipe left, but there's nothing that even tells us that you might want to swipe right. So I'm going to say, I'm going to say blessings on your journey, all that jazz, but I'm going to say left.
Yeah, I agree with you. And look, nephews, it should take more than a pretty face for you to swipe right on a profile. You really have to have some standards for your life if all you need is to find someone attractive.
Yeah.
All right, we got Devin. She's 44. She says, I did not expect to find myself back in the dating scene at this point in my life, but here we are. I just want someone nice, a straightforward person who wants to hang out and have fun with. I hate it when women say hang out.
Yeah, I mean, the thing of it is that I feel like that's like the diet version of saying she wants to hook up without having to actually say she's looking for a hookup. That's how that comes across to me.
Because I have women that ask me if I want to hang out, and that's code for, will you come over here and put it on me and then leave?
Yeah.
So no, I'm serious, bro.
I believe it.
Hang out. I can't even think of the last time I asked somebody to hang out. And again, nephews, we're always leading. If I want to spend time with a woman, I'm going to have a plan for that. So, all right, let me just not knock Devin right off rip over her vernacular. You got to understand, women spend a lot of time around adult males, but they rarely run into men, actual men, who will tell them no. Quickest way to my heart is making me laugh.
Yeah, that's good.
Women do enjoy laughter. I get fully nervous when I think someone may be mad at me.
Okay, so either that or that kind of says maybe neurosis.
Okay.
Because she's not saying she gets nervous when someone is definitely mad at her. She's saying she gets nervous when she thinks someone is mad at her. And I got to tell you that sounds like a lot of paranoia. That sounds like something where, like, are we going to be hearing every hour on the hour? Are you mad at me? What did I do? Did I do something? You know, I don't need that.
I have had that happen to me before.
Bruh.
What's wrong? Are you mad?
Bruh.
You know, worse yet, I've seen guys do this.
All right, Johnny, do we need to talk about this? Or is this something we need to address on a Monday episode?
I think this is a Monday episode, and the reason I mention that is because, and I all right, you know what? I don't hate doing this because I think this is a good teaser for those of you watching. You're gonna want to see this because I've already got one question I've already decided we're going to include in Monday's show, and it actually kind of has a little bit to do with this, or at least that concept. And look, for those of you guys who have been in that position, who have felt that way, who have been in that, position of weakness, look, no judgment, man. We just want to show you how to handle that in the future, and more importantly, how to manage yourselves. That way, that question becomes irrelevant.
So you're saying that guys
Yes.
put time and energy into worrying about if their woman is mad at them?
Unbelievable, too. Here's my thing. Throughout my relationships, and people might advise me against this, but I don't care. I've lived my life, and I continue to live my life on my terms. If I ask you what's wrong and you tell me nothing, cool. Nothing's wrong. Great. We're going to act like nothing's wrong. Because two things. Number one, I know you're full of crap. I can tell you're upset. And number two, let's face it. If you're in a relationship with me, we both know the next time we argue, you're going to bring it up anyway.
All right. Nephews, let me give you a little piece of advice here from Unc. Sometimes you have to leave women sit with their feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
You just have to leave them sit with them. So, yeah, I don't really care if I don't want to say that like all women all the time. I don't care if they're mad at me, because if I'm in the wrong, I'll apologize for that. And that's why it takes I need a certain type of woman to be with, Johnny. Like, I find that a lot of white girls, I just roll right over them. It's all yes, daddy energy. And if I go out with a black girl, she'll be like, you got a slick mouth. You better watch it. So I can appreciate a little bit of that, but I mean, there's a fine line.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. And, that's the kind of thing. I mean, I think that no matter which side of the line you are on as far as this young lady's statement, or this lady's statement, I think no matter which side of the line you're on, though, it can be and probably will be unpleasant.
Yeah, that's just, I'm getting really needy red flags from that.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to have to reassure you that I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, as exhausting as it is to have to wonder all the time whether your partner's angry with you, believe me when I tell you, it's even more exhausting when you're constantly fielding questions like that.
Says her personal hell is being hot in any way. My air goes on 68 in May and stays that way until it frosts.
I mean, I'm with her on the 68, but I'm saying I'm still 68 in the winter too. Being hot in any way though bothers you?
Come on. Like, I probably spend a third of my day sweaty. Okay. If I'm not working, I'm doing something. I'm working out. I'm doing some kind of chores. I'm doing manual labor in some way, shape, or form. There's some days where I shower 3 or 4 times a day. Being hot in any way.
Oh man.
Like,
I think that, and here's another thing.
Like,
young men,
Johnny, is this woman really telling me she doesn't want to get hot and sweaty and sticky with me together?
Well, see, when she says being hot in any way too, So do you mean hot temperature wise, and you also don't like being hot the other way? I mean, I don't think anybody would actually admit that even if it were true. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Now, for me, as Randy Jackson would say, that's going to be a no for me, dog, because I love hot weather, man. I love it. I love the weather when it's between 85 and 100 degrees outside. I can run, I can bike, and you know what I do afterwards? I come home and I don't even touch the hot water. I take a cold shower, and I love every second of it.
You know what? You know what I love to do anytime it's 80 degrees outside, Johnny? Not wear a shirt.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, I was actually, but when we first started doing this, I thought about calling myself Johnny No Shirt, but then I'm like, no, because then I'm gonna have to like not have a shirt on when we do our podcast. Otherwise, it sounds kind of stupid to have that name. But you know, in the summer, look, I'm Johnny No Shirt, man. The minute that temperature goes above 80 degrees, there is no reason for me to wear a shirt. None.
No, I'm peeling my
Not
shirt
outside
off when
anyway.
I walk out of the building at work on my way to the car because I know the car is going to be even hotter.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to pass on her. That's okay.
Blessings on your journey.
Blessings on your journey, bro. All right, let me preview the next profile, Johnny. Chat, you're not asking any questions. What's going on here?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Y'all
we know you're
got
there.
Dating figured out? You don't need any help?
And for a translation for my Pittsburgh crowd, well, Yun's got it all figured out. Yun's
Can't
doesn't
hear
need
you,
nothing.
Johnny.
Am I mute? Can you hear me?
Got it?
Yeah, well, I haven't touched a thing or changed anything.
All right. Yep. All right, let me preview the next profile.
They can hear me on YouTube.
All right, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
All right, Johnny, can you see Kristen?
On the small screen, I will. On the big screen, there she is.
All right, Kristen 36. First thing I notice about Kristen is there's no bio.
Yep.
I'm known for caring too much.
Yeah. Except for when it comes to writing a bio to find a man that she's so desperate to find.
That's it. Picture of her with a fish. She's known for caring too much. Well, you know what, Kristen? We're not compatible because I'm known for not caring enough. Pass.
Yep.
I bet Meredith here put more into her profile than Kristen did.
I mean, if I was her, I would. With one of the things, though, I think that when you hear something like "I care too much," I wonder if that's. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know how I would interpret that. I mean, I would need more than that.
All right, you ready for the next one? I already forgot about the last one, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
I do that. I like forget all about women like 3 or 4 women in. If she was more than like 3 or 4 women ago, I probably already forgot her name.
I think I just did. Oh, it was a Karen. No, Kristen. I almost called her Karen.
We have Meredith here, 38.
All right.
Meredith does not have a bio.
What does she have?
Meredith is looking for marriage.
Meredith, if you are watching, I just want you to know that while I think it's great that you're putting forth a half-assed effort, at least, marriage is probably not something you're going to find on Bumble. Look, I could be wrong. I've seen people, but you know, the thing of it is that it's not just because you of the plain Jane looks. It's about the plain Jane profile, and by plain Jane, I mean nothing. About Meredith, I see a height. She doesn't smoke. I mean, really, I don't know. See, I'm not getting any vibes, which to me says we're getting average vibes here. And I got to tell you, that's not exciting.
right. Well, there's nothing else in this profile. So I can't think of
Nothing
any
else to
reason
say, I
why
guess.
I would want to go spend some time with her.
Yeah, there's nothing really that jumps out at you. It's the giant wine glass. That's about it.
All right. Hey, you know what? I just quickly previewed this, but I like this profile, Johnny. Here's why. This is what we were talking about earlier about how I think it's great that they let us know they're single moms and then they don't show their kids. It's wonderful.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, we got Christy. She's 40. Unfortunately, nothing about Christy, Johnny.
Oh.
Well, she's 5'2". She's active. She drinks socially.
Now, see, here's the thing, ladies. We have to take what you say in your bio at face value because we don't know you. So we have to assume that you're telling the truth. And here's the thing. When you put nothing in your bio, then we think that the truth is really nothing interesting about you.
And you know,
We have to assume that.
That I've been out with so many women that I've met a lot of these women before, even though it's the first time I've ever met them. I have been around their type before. And let me just shut up, man, before I say something wrong. But the quickest way to my heart is music, sarcasm, sour candy, pizza, and wine.
Bless that bitch.
I like that.
All right.
Honesty.
Sour candy is actually the flavor of my BCA drink right now. And I got to tell you, it is fantastic.
And look, picture with her kid, and you can't see their face. Wonderful.
Okay.
Shout out to her for that.
Unless he really does look like that, in which case, say, we're sorry.
Well, I'm swiping on this profile. Oh, shit. Man. Okay. There's not.
I mean, again, I think it's cool that she blocked out the kid's face, but that's really the only attribute I can give her besides the sour candy.
Right. I like the sour candy part too.
I mean, I do have a soft spot. I do have a soft spot for Sour Patch Kids, but number one, I know they're not that good for me, and number two, I mean, again, that's all we got. I just don't like the fact that, look, you got a beautiful woman here in these pictures. Well, good. There's a lot of beautiful women out there.
Wow.
And not only do they not bring anything to the table, some of them wouldn't bring you a bottle of water in the desert if they had the ability. And so the question I have to ask here is, if you are on a dating site because you really, really, really want to meet the man of your dreams, how serious are you about it if you can't even give us a little idea of who you are and why we should pick you? I mean, again, a lot of people would say, well, just look at her picture. Great. I am looking at her picture. I think she's great. If I met her in a bar and, things click the right way, we might have a night or two of fun. But again, without seeing a bio, I couldn't see beyond that.
I'm torn here. And here's why.
I'm not.
Because I could
Being
tell
pretty
she's
ain't
a
gonna
solid
get.
mom.
Being pretty is not a ticket.
I could tell she's a solid mom. And I have kids, even though it'd be like a good year before she met him. She drinks socially. I'll probably ask her to meet me at a bar. She's active. If there's a chance we could work out together, I'd like that.
Well,
I love women who'll go work out with me, Johnny. You know that if she'll meet me at the gym or she'll let me pick her up for a gym date, she's probably for me, bro. And it ain't, let me just move on here. See, she's in church too. On that picture on the left, she's in church there.
I see. I thought that was a museum or something.
No, you don't see the stained glass in the back.
Oh, I see it.
Johnny. I'm really conflicted here. I could go either way. I could swipe left and forget all about her, or I could swipe right and change her entire life.
I got to tell you, whatever you decide, I'm your buddy. I'll support you, but I got to stand on the business of you show me nothing other than you're pretty and you like sour candy. I could actually just predict the 1 and 2 word responses when I text her and then when I message her.
Bruh. It's time to make a choice.
I'm gonna say that her lack of what she has to say for herself is gonna have to override how hot she looks to me. And I don't like saying that because look,
Okay, well, look, the looks don't matter past initial attraction. Okay,
right.
she's attractive. I'm attracted to her. She gets no other points for that. What she got was my attention
Yeah.
momentarily. And she's not going to keep it long if. See, Johnny. No, let me just pass on her.
Yeah, man.
We're going to pass on her. But for those of you who want to swipe on her, ask her to meet you at a bar for a drink. That's what you do.
And I don't care how intimidatingly pretty you might think she is, because look, we've all been at that point in our lives at some point or another. There is one way to message her if that's what you want to end up doing. And Bill, what do we say?
Oh, that one. Okay, since you guys rudimentary, beginner level, so you don't mess this up, it's going to be you, period, me, period, a drink, period. Let's make this happen. If she has any interest in you at all, she'll respond to that.
Yep. And if she doesn't, she won't. And you know what that means? Like we said, move on. No big deal.
See, I got to preview this one. She's already says here kids are niece and nephew, so I know there's kids in it. I'm just going to pass on this one, bro. Johnny, I think we had Corey here on the show before.
I feel like I remember the name. Let's see what we got.
All right. Well, I think she's the brunette here, if I'm right. Corey, 40. Some of my favorite things: dancing, learning, comedy, friends, reading, family, wine, handstands, exploring, conversations, spontaneity, silliness, adventure, kids laughing, traveling. I have an MA in art education, 5'4", no kids.
Bless that bitch.
Now, Johnny, I think you said the last time we seen this profile that she packed a bunch of buzzwords in here.
Yeah. Do you have the thing? I don't see it.
Bro, this was one of my YouTube clips that did really well because I put a picture of some chick doing a handstand and like a skirt or something. That's the thumbnail. Look, I swiped on this profile last time we read through it. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's giving me this profile again because she swiped on me and it wants me to match with her.
I mean, it's worth a shot, but we want to make sure that we, and young men, this is a good sign too. But remember, you are still going to have to go through the vetting process, which is going to include having that conversation, finding out not only what makes her interesting, but what does she bring to, what could she potentially bring to your life?
All right. Well, Johnny, it's 10:30. We're gonna go ahead and swipe right on her. And we'll do 2 more profiles tonight. All right, we got Maddie here. She's 36. There's no bio in Maddie's profile.
Do we have the screenshot?
Okay, Maddie says my simple pleasures are daily NYT games, a meal I don't have to plan or cook.
I'm not seeing
baking
the profile.
Or a baking show, Great British Bake Off, a sweet treat for myself, or my Kindle TBR.
Well, I got to take your word for it. I can't see the profile on the screen, but that does sound like better than nothing.
You can't see that?
Now I can.
Having some trouble with the settings.
Oh, Brooklyn Bridge.
Says she drinks frequently.
Well, she's a teacher. I can't say I blame her.
All right. If loving this is wrong, I don't want to be right. What is a pirate's favorite letter?
What do you think it is, Uncle Bill?
Okay, it doesn't matter. She has a sense.
Oh,
of
it
humor.
matters. Come on. I know what she's going for. What do you think it is, Bill?
I like that hair over her shoulder like that. She's kind of cute,
He's
Johnny.
ignoring me. The answer is you'd think it'd be R, but it'd actually be the C.
All right. What I'd really like to find is someone who laughs easily, values open communication, and shows up consistently.
Bless that bitch.
Oh,
That sounds well thought out. Plus the dad joke does kind of, give me a little bit of a view into her sense of humor.
I'm swiping.
She's
right
really
on this
pretty,
one.
and it doesn't really look like she uses a great deal of makeup, and yet she still has that nice little glow to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say swipe right on this one, man.
I'm swiping right on her, bro. She's cute.
I mean, look, she kind of hit my soft spot with a dad joke, but that's not necessarily a deal closer. I just thought it was great that she threw that in there.
All right, we got Allie 50. Chocolate loving, busy mom to mostly adult children who probably works too much, looking for someone.
Wait. I love how she puts it.
Sorry, Johnny, what's that?
No, I'm sorry. So what she's saying is most of her children are adults, or her adult children are just mostly adult. Because either way, I can dig that. Either way, I get it.
Looking for someone to occasionally have dinners with or go on fun dates and generally just enjoy life. I work in Cleveland but live in CMH, so I travel regularly between the two.
Why am I drawing a blank on what CMH is?
Yes, so am I.
No, but if somebody says it, I'm going to feel like an idiot.
Look, CMH, that's like, I don't even know. That's not Cuyahoga Falls. That's
no,
not,
I feel like it's something Heights.
no, she works in Cleveland. CMH, that's not Columbus Metropolitan.
No.
That's, no, I don't even know, bro.
I'm going to look that up later and feel like a fool. Yeah.
Her morning routine looks like exercise, coffee, off to work.
Bless that bitch.
Yeah.
I love exercising in the morning before I go to work. Ultimate green flag is a sense of humor, intelligence, and someone.
Oh, she's using airport codes. So as CLE is Cleveland, CMH is actually Columbus International Airport, John Glenn Columbus International Airport.
Appreciate you looking that up, Johnny.
Yeah. That's why God made the internet.
Send me a like if you know a great spot for sushi.
Oh. Well, I like sushi, but I was kind of hoping, but it's not important. I know a lot of great spots.
All right, I'm swiping on her. She travels. Yeah. You know how I like the traveling nurses and the women who aren't constantly wondering what I'm doing all week long.
Wait, go back down real quick before you do.
Which one?
Keep going.
That's it.
It's the one that said Shaker Heights. Okay. I saw Heights and I was like, wait a minute. Okay, Shaker Heights. All right, never mind.
All right, one more, Johnny. We'll do Rachel here tonight and we'll wrap it up after that.
All right, what do we got?
Fun-sized with full-size energy. I'm tiny, sassy, and maybe talk too much, but I'll keep you laughing the whole time. I swear like a sailor. I love like a hopeless romantic, and I'm fiercely loyal. If you're my person, you're my person. the kind of trouble you'll want to keep around.
Bless that bitch.
So I'm
Hey,
going to go
look.
ahead and assume everything she says is a face value because there's a lot of decoding we could do in there and be either right or wrong. I kind of like the fun size because I do like petite girls. Full size energy, that's great. So we're a petite little fire plug. That's great. Tiny, sassy, and maybe talk too much. Now, does that mean that you're going to make me laugh by doing that, or does that mean you're going to piss me off by doing that? That's the only thing that I have to wonder. But that's something you can figure out when you talk.
I like it. So far, I like what I see.
But make sure that, gentlemen, when you match with somebody like this who says these kinds of things, that can be a good thing. But this is where we tell you, you need to read the body language. You need to bottom line her actions. You need to make sure that you understand you need to make sure that you understand that what she says is an advertisement and what she does is a demonstration. So if you get to that point with her, got to pay attention to it.
She says non-negotiable.
You can't do anything anymore, man.
Hopefully that's a joke, and she doesn't have experience with guys doing that sort of stuff. Those are the kind of dudes that she's into. You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't believe the kind of stories I've heard just from some of the girls that I've met, online in the past 10 years or so.
Hey, what do we have here, Johnny? I show I care by folding your laundry,
Bless that bitch.
cooking your favorite foods,
Bless that bitch.
leaving notes for you to find,
Bless that bitch.
and of course, affection.
Yeah.
What are we always talking about in these profiles? It's these women never talk about what they're willing to do for us men.
Exactly. And that's what I'm kind of liking here. First of all, we got a good looking package. Second of all, we've got, a sense of humor and what she just self describes as a big personality, which I know a lot of women describe their personalities as huge and profound and whatever else you want to call it. But most of them are so full of shit, their eyes ought to be brown. But in this particular case, I think what she's telling us is she's saying, hey, look, I'm funny. I know how to carry on a conversation. I know how to be the personality. I know how to just not be a bump on a log. Oh, and by the way, here's what I bring to the table. Here's what you can expect if you commit to me and I commit to you. And so, right here, I'm not asking that she put forth a resume and go on a job interview, but what I am asking is, are you going to add to my life or are you going to just take away from it? Are you going to be the money pit? Are you going to be the attention pit? Are you going to be the energy pit or all of the above? Or is it going to be the game of give and take that it always should be, especially when two people are truly biologically, emotionally, and physically attracted to each other? Yeah, that's a right swipe for me.
Yeah, I'm swiping right on her, bro. Don't be mad if I steal your hoodie and then your heart.
Whoa. You leave the hoodie out of this.
Hey, look, listen, I have mixed feelings about this because
And you're not touching my jerseys either.
all right, well, look, I've had some women buy me some of my favorite hoodies, but I've also had some women destroy some of my favorite hoodies, bro. So
That's not as bad. That's not as bad as the ones that take it, you break up, and then for some reason you never see it again. You know how many jerseys I've lost that way?
Tom, because they're hanging on to that little piece of you. Okay. In case they get the opportunity to return it, that could be a chance to spin the block with you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And this has happened to me before. That's how I noticed. They'll hang on to that, and it'll be like 3 or 4 months later when they want to see what you're up to and how you're doing. It'll be like, oh, I have this. Can I come drop it off? Or hey, do you want to come get this? Or sometimes, Johnny, they sleep in my hoodies and cry themselves to sleep. I'm telling you, it happens.
Yeah, it sure does. I've actually I've been told by a couple of exes that that's happened. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. All right, I'm swiping right on her. I like her. I like the profile. I thought it was pretty solid, so I'm in. But
now, gentlemen, if you come across a profile of a girl who says that she might steal your hoodies, that's all fine and good. If you do match with her and you guys do start dating, that's all great. Make sure you get a deposit when she gets that hoodie, and she'll get it back when she brings the hoodie home. and
Here's what you
and that's
do.
the only way. And listen, bit of advice: $20 deposit for a hoodie, $50 deposit for a jersey. All right, especially these ones.
All right, let Unc here give you some good game, nephews. What you do is you have these women buy you hoodies and buy you jerseys. My Boss Mac hoodie, that is my favorite hoodie. You know what that Boss Mac hoodie says?
Bless that bitch.
That's what it says on it, bro.
Bless that bitch.
And a woman bought that for me. So if she's buying you $100 jerseys or $150 jerseys, those are like $200 now, aren't they?
Dude, this is a soccer jersey and it cost me $95.
My point though is she's buying me $100 hoodies, and she's done this a few times. Then she has put down enough for a deposit on a hoodie. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let her maybe wear my second favorite one or my third favorite one, but never.
She still has to sign it out. Trust me on this.
Hey, that's going to do it for us tonight, gentlemen. We will be back Monday with your questions and ask your favorite uncles. Right into Johnny, right into me. Ask us anything you need to, nephews. We're always here from you. We're just a message away. We want to help you in any way that we can. We want to see you guys do better and become the best versions of yourselves. And we say this all the time, but we know not all of you have what it takes to actually do that. For those of you that do, we're here for you. We appreciate your questions.
Absolutely, guys. And once again, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you Monday night. Until then, you got a whole weekend ahead of you, so we will not be there to help you or bail you out of jail. So remember, no drugs or alcohol, please. And if you do drink, don't drive. And if you do drive, don't park, because accidents cause people.